Breaking this morning, the latest look at the Canadian economy. Statistics Canada has just released job numbers for the month of August, and Anis Haidari has been looking into them for us. He's live in Calgary to take us through the data. Good morning, Anis.
Good morning, Heather. Well, we have worse news than expected from many economists today. 66,000 fewer jobs in the month of August and a higher unemployment rate at 7.1%. Now, these job losses mostly affected workers between the ages of 25 to 54 years old, according to StatCan. Now, when we had been looking at predictions from economists before we got this data, some of them had been predicting slight job gains, some had been predicting drops, but much smaller than this. But a 66,000 job drop is definitely going to be a surprise to many experts today. To compare, in July, the economy lost 41,000 jobs. But one thing that I should point out is often the monthly jobs numbers can almost be treated as a wheel of numbers by some economists. And we often hear from those who watch the economy for their own job that it is better to zoom out and look over a 3 to 6 month period. So wild swings like this, or swings that might feel wild, may or may not be a sort of red alert of some, like, at least economically speaking, but it's certainly raising eyebrows this morning because a $66,000 job loss, mostly in part-time jobs, is a surprise as we are waking up to these numbers, Heather.
You know, Anis, the Prime Minister is set to make an announcement this morning at 11 o'clock Eastern, so we'll listen in to see if he has something to say to address this specifically and the causes he may see as behind these. As bad as they are in Canada, also bad in the United States because U.S. job numbers have come out this morning. What are they telling us?
Yeah, there is some cooling off in the United States employment numbers as well. Last month, they were not a drop, but non-farm jobs, non-rural jobs, really, specifically agriculture. Non-agricultural jobs increased, but only by 22,000. The unemployment rate in the U.S., though, it's at its highest rate since 2021. And so that's leading to some concerns there that the labor market may be just sort of on the edge of deteriorating a little bit more than it has been. Of course, it all relates to the uncertainty, which is that word that we use constantly now, both in our economy and in the United States, when there is not a lot of predictability around what's coming next and where policy is going next and how other countries and other parts of the United States itself may trade with each other and internally. It causes a lot of companies to rethink how they're hiring, who they're hiring, and when they're hiring. And, you know, we're seeing that really in both the United States and Canada at this point, Heather.
In fact, there's breaking news on companies and jobs and their decision making. Anis, thank you very much.